Hi folks, Sam Loose here with Boris Effects. In these videos, I want to give you a real start to finish look at Samplitude. Go back to the real basics, how do we load audio in, how do we hear audio, and take you all the way through to becoming a competent Samplitude user, using all the features and really seeing what's available. First off, let's start at the very beginning. Let's build those basic blocks up and work out how we can actually work with audio within the door. So you've just opened up Samplitude and you're met with this screen. We can create a new session. We can open a previous session. What I want to do now is just create a new multi-track project. I can create from templates, which are really useful, but for now, let's just create a new multi-track project. What I want to do before I actually select how many tracks I want is I'm going to save this within a new folder. I want to create a new file path for this. The reason being, we want everything that we load into Samplitude to go to one place. We don't want files to be flying around all over the place. We want everything to be kept in one folder. So I've created a new folder called test session. Let's just select that folder. And now we know that everything we have is going to go into that one place. We can create a session with any number of tracks, really. We can go to 32 if we're recording a full band, but just for now, let's create one with 2 tracks where we can just load some audio in and click OK. So we have our Samplitude screen with nothing really loaded in first of all. Let's go to working out how we actually bring an audio file in. There's 2 ways we can do this. First of all, I'm going to go to my File Explorer and I can just drag a track in. Just drag it from the File Explorer into Samplitude. Now it's going to ask me what I want to do with this file, and here I'm going to copy the file to the project directory. It's really important that we set up our project in the right way. Everything that we're loading into the project goes into that folder that we've created for the project. If we don't do that, then files tend to end up all over the place. It's bad file management. Let's just keep everything in the right place. I'm going to just click OK on that. There's nothing else I need to change, and we're going to see the audio file come into Samplitude. There we go. If I want to, I can now play this audio file and we'll hear it through our audio device.
I'll take you deeper than you've ever been.
Okay, that works. The second way we can do it is if we just click on that and delete it, we can go up to File, Import, and Load Audio File, or the shortcut for this is W. If you're just in your main window, you can just hit W and import an audio file. And here I can bring in that same file in a slightly different way. I'm going to select that file, I'm going to hit open. It's going to ask me the same things. I'm going to do the same thing, copy that file to my project directory, hit OK. And in the same way,
I'll take you deeper than you've ever been.
we're just hitting spacebar, we're hearing the playback, and we've successfully loaded an audio track into our Samplitude Arrange window. But I'm talking about the Arrange window. Well, what does that really mean, and what is this stuff that we're looking at here? Well, this is what we would call the Arrange window, where you can arrange audio files as you see fit. This is the track head where we have the names of the tracks. Nothing's really named at the moment because we haven't gone that far, but this is where you would do all that. Then we have the transport down at the bottom where we can indeed just hit play and hit stop, hit record, etc. And at the bottom, we then have the ability to kind of change what we want to see, which is getting a little bit more advanced. But for now, let's just work out how we can create something that we're familiar with, something that we like, something that isn't confusing, something that just gives us exactly what we want to see. So just for now, let's actually remove this section here. If I go over to the right-hand side, I can just click the X and it's going to remove it. So we're just left with the Arrange window, the track head, and the transport down the bottom. Let's say we want to save this screen set and we want to make it so that this is the workspace we can reliably just go back to because we like this one. This feels like home. What we're going to do here is go to View, go down to More, Workspace, and then we can save this workspace. So let's just call this Simple and let's go OK. So now this is our simple workspace that we can come back to time and time again. But let's say we want to go back to our default screen set. So if we go up to View again, go to More, go to Workspace, and let's go to Select Workspace. And we can recall that default workspace. You'll see here, Simple, that I've just created is in there. We can go to Default, and this will take us back to where we were originally. Similarly, there are a few others in there that you can go to if you're feeling like it. You can go to something for mastering, for post-production, power user. There's plenty in there. Let's go back to Simple and that is our screen set. That is our workspace that we feel comfortable in. Some really building block kind of fundamentals there for you. In these videos, we're really going to take a look at how you can do stuff. I can't put it any simpler. How can you use Samplitude? How can you make it your Samplitude? Something that you know and love and can come back to and can achieve what you want to achieve within the door. We'll take a look at working with audio, recording and working with MIDI, mixing, mastering, everything that Samplitude has to offer. Samplitude is such a fully featured production, mixing, mastering, working, musical and audio workspace that it's worth getting to know it in the right way. Let us know in the comments if there's anything specific that you want to know how to do in Samplitude, and we'll include it in a video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Take care.